Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Jon Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Daniel Murphy. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, for me, I'm going to go off script here. I think one of the keys to winning this game, I get it. The pitcher has to throw strikes. The offense has to show up. But I need more energy, more focus. I need guys flying around. I need guys looking like they want to win a ball game.
And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I'm going to be watching to see if Nolan Arenado can turn it around. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Stepping up to the plate, Raimel Tapia, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Now the first pitch here from Lester. A high fastball is in there. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two now from Lester. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit, but lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Digging in, Nolan Arenado. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate makes somebody else beat you.
And a ball, 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A solid start to this one for Jon Lester. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. German Marquez gets the start for Colorado in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
At the plate, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Carlos.
First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, when you get off to a slow start, all you want to do is get back to that 500 number, and you don't care how you get there. Well, this team has done exactly that, and today starts the first day. Hopefully they find a way to get a win, 1 game over 500, and everybody is feeling good about the season.
He pulls this one into right. Tapia is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And that catches the outside edge, 1-1. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Skied into straightaway right. Tapia's in pursuit. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Anthony.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman Anthony Rizzo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. This is line to left, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at conditionally. He's trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
In the dirt here. Throw goes to third, and they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. We are still scoreless. Into the box now, David Dahl. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The left fielder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber coming on. He's there and records the first out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
So stepping in, Ian Desmond. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that misses for ball 1. Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now. The 2-0 on the way. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a 1-out single.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
Standing in now, Brendan Rodgers. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's over but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
He's going.
On the move is Desmond. He swings and misses. Throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. So he can't make contact there on strike 3. But meanwhile, the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. And he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as the numbers there tell you the whole story. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. No score here as we play inning number 2. And it's 1-1. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
Payoff pitch on its way. Hit hard down the line. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep them out of danger. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter Kyle Schwarber coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the National League.
You know, D-Roll, there's more to this guy than just hitting bombs. He's also in the top 10 in batting average and runs batted in.
Yeah, he beats you in a variety of ways, Dan. One of the elite hitters in the game. He gets count leverage. He's certainly looking to do damage, but he can also play the small ball and move the ball all around the yard.
Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
Down the first baseline. Murphy's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get it, big-time power, but also adequate on the defensive side. Taking over after Troy Tulowitzki left couldn't be easy, and Trevor Story did a heck of a job.
Here's Javier Baez. Previous history with German Marquez. Not great. He's 1 for 8. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch curveball. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Baez has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate. It's incredibly strong. Certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball, really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Now at the plate, German Marquez. 9-1-2 due up. And Lester back to work as this is swung on and missed for the first strike.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Now another 0-2.
Nope.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Got him to go down swinging there. German Marquez goes down for the first out here in inning number 3.
Murphy.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Now Lester's 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. A swing and a ground ball to third. Bryant is up with it. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Touché, sir.
Has to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of that. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Into the box now, Raimel Tapia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. First pitch of the at-bat. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Hit down the line at first. Murphy has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Standing in, Daniel Descalso. Previous history with German Marquez. He comes in as a .316 hitter. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 3rd home run for him on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Into the box, John Lester. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Boy, he went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get in the chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. The 0-1 delivery. That's lifted the other way out to left. In there, a base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Now in the box, Chris Bryant. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
In there, no balls and a strike. The 0-1 pitch misses for ball 1. Gonzalez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Running is Gonzalez. Drilled to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We've played 3 full. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Now batting, Nolan Arenado as we begin the top of the 4th.
The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball into honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Takes this the other way to right. Gonzalez is there to put it away for out number 1.
Now
Absolutely jumped all over that
Trevor
fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Now the payoff pitch home. Count still full. 3-2. Once again a 3-2. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story. Home run number 9 on the year as the Rockies pull even now at 1 apiece.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
Now batting, left fielder.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. No balls and a strike to count. And he lays off for ball 1. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Hanging curveball taken though for a second strike.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Schwarber on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting. The
So
center
striding
fielder,
forward now, Ian Desmond, a
Desmond.
base hit in his first trip. No balls and 1 strike. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Hayward has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Rockies are able to knot things up thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Kuzak, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Time now for the Rockies Road to the Show report as we get a look at two players making some noise in the upper minors. So one away here in the Chicago fourth. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat Kyle Schwarber. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. One out, nobody on. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. So with two gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. So bases are empty here with two gone, and into bat next the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Now that's popped up. Murphy in foul ground. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Now Lester's 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber is there. One away.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Now at the plate, German Marquez. And with a runner already in scoring position and one away, he is likely not to be bunting here. 1-0 the count. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Rogers, the runner at second with one away. High in the air into shallow left center. Baez onto the grass. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
In now, Daniel Murphy, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Swing and a liner. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. The throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big two-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
2 out with the man at first. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rockies 2 and the Cubs 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. Among other things, he brought up their lack of walks as a sign that they're not doing a great job of working the count and laying off pitches outside the strike zone. Going forward, he's hoping to see a better focus on competitive at-bats and more selective swings.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. The 1-1. Fouled off. Left side, but well foul. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? The relay, but too late, and he's safe at third.
Now back, second baseman, Daniel.
So striding in, Daniel Descalso, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
That last at-bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Hayward takes his lead at third with 1 away. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Desmond racing back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. In to score from third, the tying run.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Settling in now, John Lester. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Hey, last pitch was 94. Then you pull a string 13 miles an hour slower right there. 81 miles an hour. You get guys in a rocking chair when you can add and subtract like that.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete, and we are tied 2-2. Here's Nolan Arenado. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's the first pitch to him. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at-bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
And another foul ball. And that misses 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. Hit back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Standing in now, David Dahl. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. 1-2 now. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Riding in once again, Carlos Gonzalez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Dahl has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one.
The batter, the third baseman.
Taking in once again, Chris Bryant. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
Hot shot to third, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
First things first, here's a throw over, and they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence, no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Out in front of it, strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down quietly. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Stepping into the box, Ian Desmond. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And there to put it away is Gonzalez, and there's your first out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
Stepping into the box, Brendan Rodgers. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Ball.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Just hung in there on that one. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man
now
here
batting,
for the second out.
Chris Iannetta.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Iannetta. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And that's in there for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He will not. This ball gets down to break the string. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Mark Reynolds come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Mark Reynolds.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as they jump ahead of Reynolds here. 0-2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. 0-2. Here it is. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. A pause, and the 0-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And Reynolds wisely lays off there. It's 1-2 now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
1-2. Here it is. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Jake McGee gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
51, Jake McGee.
Ready for another shot now. Kyle Schwarber. His individual history against Jake McGee. He's 0 for 4.
Kyle Schwarber.
Here's the first pitch to him, and not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
1-1 to Schwarber. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Now the 2-1 pitch will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
The next Cub up, Javier Baez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. He's set. Here it comes. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here.
He tried to surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Here's Jason Hayward now. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Desmond is in pursuit. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Now batting, catcher Wilson.
Digging in now, Wilson Contreras. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
0-1 the count. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
2 balls and a strike now. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Full count now, 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
He's set. The 3-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are tied 2-2. In now for Colorado, Daniel Murphy singled home a run in his last time up.
Number 9, Daniel Murphy.
Kyle Bryant been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 56, Kyle Bryant.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a
The
swivel.
right fielder, number 15,
The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Standing in, Raimel Tapia. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber moves over, 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. A couple of pretty good performances turned in on the mound so far, as evidenced by the numbers there, as we show you the starter comparison in this 2-2 ball game. Digging in, Nolan Arenado. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Brandon Kinsler gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Now a sinker's low off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Gonzalez. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like 1 run may be enough to win this one. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and in to hit next the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The set and the 1-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Hit high and deep to right center. On the move is Gonzalez. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Rockies strand 1. Score remains 2-2. Mike Dunn is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ryan McMahon is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 24, Ryan McMahon.
Ready once again, Daniel Descalso. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
The second baseman, Daniel.
Addison Russell is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. The 0-1 on its way. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. In terms of the lifetime head-to-head with Mike Dunn, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Dunn, 33 years old. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him. It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
A shot down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpenners look sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. A ball and a strike. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. To 2-2 now.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
The 2-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Story picks it up. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 7, Carlos.
Into the box now, Carlos Gonzalez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 1-0. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 1-0. Here it is. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one will bounce into the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
For the tie, the third baseman, Bryant.
So coming to the plate, Chris Bryant. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
In now, Anthony Rizzo in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Behind 0-2 now. Gonzalez over at second. Bryant at first. 2 out in the inning. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Cubs strand a couple. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Addison Russell will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 27, Addison Russell.
Mike Montgomery will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Striding in for the Rockies, David Dahl. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
David Dahl.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
A swing and a miss at the curveball. A great pitch call there, and that's the first out here in the 9th.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Stepping in now, Ian Desmond. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. His head-to-head history with Montgomery, he's just 1 for 6. A ball and a strike. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2, and he fouls this one off. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. 2 out, nobody on. That's by him for strike 1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So nothing happening this time around. The Cubs with a chance to walk it off as we go to the last of the 9th. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. And it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier.
Ready now, Javier Baez. In terms of the lifetime head-to-head with Mike Dunn, small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. Here comes the first pitch. Nope. Lays off 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
1-0 count. Here it is. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that misses as well. 3-0. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. .3-0 pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. Arenado has it. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Center fielder, Jason Hayward.
Stepping up now, Jason Hayward is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Ready with the 0-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Count is 1-2 now. The set and the 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. One and 2. Here it is. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. He's set. The 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home, and he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
The catcher, number 40.
Ryan Shaw takes the ball, needing to get the final out of the night to send this one to extra innings.
Now pitching for the Rockies, number 29, Ryan Shaw.
Wilson Contreras will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. That's a strike to throw down. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base.
This catcher's not known for throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Comes set, the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The set and the 1-1. Grounded foul. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight. 1 left for the Cubs. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Iannetta. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he's able to hang on for the first down.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Tony Walters will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Colorado, number 14. Tony Walters.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
1-2 now. The 1-2. Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
A payoff pitch one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. Another payoff pitch. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. He'll try it again. 3-2. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Here's Ryan McMahon now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 count. Here it is. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even fast.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Score remains 2-2. Yency Almonte comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Here's Addison Russell. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The second baseman, Addison Russell.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there, strike 1. Almonte, a right-hander going 6'5". He was a 17th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Addison Russell is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Victor Caratini will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pitch hitting for the Cubs, number 8, Victor Caratini.
Fouled off. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And this is the case of a guy taking one for the team.
The right fielder,
I think he could have gotten out of the way of this one, but he leans into it and puts himself on board. Now he represents the winning run, so it's a good move.
Into the box, Carlos Gonzalez, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. The 0-1 off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant. Now this is lined into left center, and it's going to get down out there. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And the winning run will score as they walk off with a 3-2 victory.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you can win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
It wasn't a huge offensive day for him. He only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. Put one out of here that ended up being a really important swing of the bat in this one.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Mike Montgomery wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.